Hello tankers, here we are again in the fish room. So today we're going to actually be finishing it off, setting up this guy back here. Blue gravel is not going to be there, don't worry. I got this tank for free. It came with some fish that are down in the retirement village on the bottom there. But we're making this just going to be a breeding setup for the angels that I already have over there. Ideally, I'd want something bigger, but it is legit size for a breeding pair of angels. They're just having a bit of trouble over there being in a community tank, and I'd like to restock my angelfish population. So, we got a Topfin all-in-one kit, much like the one that I showed you in a previous video for the rams. This one, like I said, was used and I actually had it first. But we got a few things over here that I'll show you in a sec about what's going in. And I've got a design in mind. I went to the river today, grabbed a few pieces of driftwood that are currently boiling. It's not going to be fancy, but you know me, I can't just have a bare bones tank for breeding or grow outs, so it's going to look like a real tank, or else it's no fun. So let's get into it. Let's see what I got in terms of hardscape and equipment. So we're trying something new this time. We got Biostratum from Fool. I've never used this one before, but it looks more sandy than the just basic stratum that I have in everything else. I have previously collected rocks sticking with a gray tone to them. I have scatter gravel in gray, which you've seen in a few of my tanks, and I intend to use it in this one as well. Amazon just came through for me, so I got set up with thermometers for all my tanks, because a few of them didn't have it. The fish room in my new building here is sometimes a little bit cold, so instead of heating the room, each tank is heated itself. I needed some more hose and my sponge filters of choice. Aquatop, I don't know why, but I prefer these ones over any of the other ones I've tried. They're coarse enough. Bubble stream looks good. I just like them, and they're cheap. So I've got, what, about 5 of these kicking around the room here, all in various tanks. I tend to go with a slightly bigger, obviously, for filtering purposes than the tank size. So I gotta find a place to bury that in. Okay. So it doesn't look good. This is the old crystal colony. I'm just using it for plant storage right now. So I picked up a sword there, picked up some corkscrew valve back here. I got an Anubias that I plan to split up and put throughout. And I don't remember the name, actually, of this one. But it'll be a nice background plant. Just some stem clippings or whatnot that I got there. Didn't want to spend a lot of money. This tank is, again, going to be very basic. All right, let's get started. I'm going to get all this blue out, substrate and hardscape in. We'll carry on. I'm also going to put a backer on the tank. See you shortly. Okay, there's how the hardscape turned out. Had to glue a rock to the bottom of that one. This one I was able to hold down with just some rocks. Not entirely keen on the one back there, but when the plants are around it, you probably won't notice much. Just filtering out all the dust. Gotta let the temperature get up, and I'll come back with some shots of the plants that we got going in here and get this thing looking a bit more colorful. Here it is all planted up. The wrong light is on there, just because I needed the room to work, and the one that it has is, of course, the solid lid. But I had to keep it pretty basic. Corkscrew valves just down at the back. And I had to make sure that the breeding pipe that I put in there is accessible for them. I'm running a second just floss filter just to clear it up, but the water's looking quite clear. Temperature seems to be right. So we're going to be getting the fish in there and giving you a shot. Okay, here we are. The full setup, the pair of angels are in there. They're still adjusting because of course it's quite different from where they were. But everything looks like it turned out pretty good. I'm quite happy with the scape. Once the plants fill in, I'm sure I'll be happy with them. For right now, they're a little meh, but they seem to be healthy. Temperature's a little bit higher because it is a breeding tank. Everything's clear, looking good. Hopefully they make use of the breeding pipe I set up for them. If they don't, then maybe I'll replace it with a terracotta, breeding cone or a piece of slate or something like that. In the past, they've used sword leaves in the bigger tank, but they were much larger than that sword, so I don't know if they will this time. But I'll keep updates on their breeding activity. They seem to have a decent amount of swimming space. I made sure to keep the scape low, so once these plants fill in at the back, it'll look really nice without taking up all their swim space. Very nice looking angels. Their previous spawn is actually over here. And soon will be the tour of everything. Come on back.